Hello, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're well. Yet again, a lovely sunny day, so I'm lapping this up at the moment, which is really nice. I hope the day that you're watching this, it's also a nice day. Otherwise, you can just enjoy the sunshine in the background here. So yeah, today we're going to focus on breathing. We are, not that we don't breathe normally, but you know, let's really hone it in. And I'd quite like to do plank challenge because we haven't done that for a while, and work our hips a little bit. So maybe do a pigeon, but we'll be sort of loosening up the hips and getting the whole that area nice and mobile. So yeah, let's start in a seated position, sitting nice and tall, whichever way is comfortable for you. So just for today, I'm going to just move on to my legs like this, so in Vajrasana diamond pose, just to give you a variation really, so you can sit however you're comfortable, but if this is more comfortable for you, then join me. So you're still sitting nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back, just resting your hands on your thighs or in your lap, whichever's comfortable for you. So by rolling the shoulders back, you're opening up your chest and enabling you to get nice deeper breaths. So take some nice deep breaths now, in and out through the nose. Just observe how your breathing is today. Are you feeling anxious, stressed? Does that mean that your breath is a bit sort of restricted? Maybe you've got quite shallow breathing, or maybe you're feeling nice and relaxed and you can get nice deep breaths. So it does not matter what's going on for you in your breathing right now, just observe it and have awareness of yourself. So we're going to roll the shoulders back now. Nice circular movements. And then change direction, rolling inwards. Okay, we're going to take our arms out. We're going to give our wrists a bit of a stretch. So starting with the left arm out, use your right hand just to apply gentle pressure, drawing it backwards. And release, and then we'll do the other side. So right hand, stretching those wrists. We're going to interlink our fingers, reaching up nice and tall, nice deep breath in through the nose. And then as you breathe out through the nose, just a small movement to the right. Get a stretch down the left side of your body. Breathing in, bring it to neutral. Breathing out over to the left side. Breathing in back to center. And breathing out, release the hands, placing on the mat beside you. We're going to go into one round of sun salutation, just to check in with ourselves, see how we're feeling throughout our body today. If you've been quite active of late, then you might feel a little bit stiff from some of your workouts. I know I am a little bit. So feet nice and wide, nice and grounded really, the toes nice and wide. So breathing in and breathing out, bring the palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, take the right leg back, drop the knee, relax the foot, open the chest. Holding the breath to plank position. And breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Curl the toes, breathe out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, right leg forward, drop the left knee, relax the foot. Breathing out, left leg forward into the forward fold. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, left leg back. to plank. And breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Curl the toes, breathe out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, left leg forward. Breathing out, right leg forward. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. Okay, so we're going to go into a forward fold now. So as you breathe in, take the arms up, really reach up. And as you breathe out, reaching forward and down. And as always, just let your head and your arms just dangle. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. We're going to plant the hands down. We're going to take the right leg back into runner's lunge. So get yourself into a good position where your left knee is above the ankle, not in front of it. Ease into opening up that right hip here. So opening up your chest. Use the breath to relax any tension you may have in your mouth, your jaw, your facial muscles. So we're going to drop the right knee to the floor. Raise the torso up as we breathe in. Bring the arms up, parallel. So your palms are facing inwards. And as you breathe out, dropping the hips forward into the lunge to a point that's comfortable for you. So don't overdo it here. If you're feeling the stretch without even going forward, then you don't have to go forward. And breathing in, bring the weight up. We're going to plant the hands down, we're not wobbling over. We're going to take the weight back onto our right heel. We're stretching the left leg, so we're straightening it, flexing the foot so you get a nice stretch down the back of your hamstring there. If you need a deeper stretch, just feel a little movement in your lower back going forward. And taking the weight forward, plant the hands down. We're going to take the left leg back into downward dog. But instead of spending too long here, we're going to take the right leg up to the ceiling, twist the hips, cock it over to the left, drawing that left heel down to the floor. So nice and strong in your shoulders here. And drop back into downward dog, give it a little pedal out if you wish. And then we're going to bring the right leg forward into runner's lunge. So again, check on that front knee and open up the chest here. Feel really tight here, just use the breath to relax, so as the out breath just release any tension. And again, this time drop the left knee to the floor, raise the torso up. As you breathe in, bring the arms up, warrior arms, and as you breathe out, dropping your hips forward if that's comfortable for you. So try not to hunch your shoulders here. Draw the shoulders down, but keep the arms up and straight if you can. And bringing the hips back as you breathe in. I'm going to take the weight back onto our left heel, straightening the right leg this time, flexing the foot, and getting a stretch down the back of the right leg. So as you breathe out, just ease forward a little bit, just to deepen that stretch. If you've got pain in your feet, just release the feet, sit down on your heel that way. And taking the weight forward, planting the hands down. Taking the right leg back into downward dog, but this time we're taking the left leg up to the ceiling, twist the hip, cock it over to the right, drawing that right heel down to the floor now. So you're stacking the hips on top of each other if you can to open up that left hip. And bringing it back into downward dog, giving it a nice little pedal out here, and then we'll just drop onto our knees and take a rest in child's pose. So placing the forehead on the mat, arms by your side. If you find this a bit restrictive, just take the knees out wider. If it gives you a bit of room to get down. And take some nice breaths in and out through the nose here. Relax your body, sink into the floor. And very slowly unfurl, coming up to a seated position again. We're going to go into, let's do pigeon first actually. Let's go into pigeon as soon as we started really mobilising the hips, and then we'll do plank challenge. So mentally prepare for that one. So we will be starting in plank though, so a little bit of a warm up here. So starting in plank position, and then we'll bring the right knee to right elbow, cross the foot over and place the right knee behind the right wrist. Dropping the left knee to the floor, extend that leg. Keeping the hips as square as you can so you're not rolling one way or the other. And you should be feeling a nice stretch around your right glutes, around your hip, into that whole area. You might also be feeling it on the left hip flexor at the front, or you might be feeling it somewhere else, depends on your body. We'll slowly make our way down onto our elbows, still getting that stretch through the right hip if you can. So particularly good for runners and cyclists. And then if you're comfortable doing so, extend the arms, place the forehead on the mat. From here we'll slowly make our way back to our elbows, back to our hands, and then we'll go in for the quad stretch, so bending the left knee. If you can't reach the knee, you can try with your left arm, you can try with your right arm, whichever is comfortable for you. And if you can't do that, then you can just leave the knee up or the foot up if it's feeling like a nice stretch, or just leave it back on the floor. Otherwise, holding that ankle, really pulling it in to get a really nice stretch down the front of your thigh. And release the foot, flop the hands down, taking the right leg up to the ceiling, give it a good shake. Ooh. And back into downward dog, give it a little pedal out here. And then we'll take the weight forward into plank again, and this time left knee to left elbow. Cross the foot over, place the rear knee down, and get into position so you're getting the stretch. So for me, it's actually my right hip flexor at the front that's feeling tighter right now. You might be feeling it through your left hip joint. We'll slowly make our way down onto our elbows. So So if you're feeling really tight, then just keep breathing. I know I say it all the time, but the breath really communicates to the nervous system to not be in tension so much and just relax into the stretch a bit more. And then if you're comfortable doing so, extend the arms, rest the forehead on the mat. And slowly bring it back to our elbows, back to our hands, and again this time bending the right foot, or the right knee even, and holding the ankle on the outside. And release the foot, plop the hands down, take the left leg up, give it a nice shake, release any tension, and back into downward dog, give it a nice pedal out here. And then we're going to just rest on our knees a minute, because I want you to have a think about what kind of plank you want to do now. So do you want to do it arms extended? Do you want to do it on your elbows? Do you want to do side plank? So many options. If you've been watching Joe Wicks, he takes it to another level as well by going between arms extended down to elbows. Up to you if you want to do that, but that's not what we're working towards here today. At least in my world, yoga is quite different to Joe Wicks. So, but yes, do whatever you feel like doing for your plank challenge today. And we will aim to go for at least a minute, but as always, I'm just very roughly using the clock on the wall. So yeah, we'll go as long as we can. Pause it if you really want to go for it and do an even longer plank. So getting into position. So whichever position you're in, if you're facing the mat like I am, then tucking the tailbone under, drawing the abdominals up. And if you can get any feedback or you've got reflection just to see what your pose is like. If your bum's too high, bring it down. If your bum's too low, bring it up. And if you can't bring it up, then maybe try adjusting your plank and you might go to knees. So you might want to rest on your knees for plank if it enables you to retain good posture. So keep breathing, relax your facial muscles, relax your fingers and your hands. Relax any tension you might have in your jaw. Maybe you've got a book in front of you to distract you during these moments. So keep breathing. If you're starting to notice your hips dropping, try and bring them back up. We'll just do a last few seconds. And gently come down onto your knees and rest in Makasana, so in crocodile pose. Either using your arms as a pillow or resting by your sides, big toes together and ankles dropped out to the side. So use your breath here to fully relax yourself. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose and just sink into the mat. Release all of your muscles. The floor has got you. You've got nowhere to fall. You can just sink. Okay, so we're just going to go into bow pose while we're on our tummy. So bending our knees, holding the ankles on the outside. If this is challenge enough for you, then stay here. But if you're feeling a little bit more flexible, as you breathe in, lift up as high as you can. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Try not to let your knees wander out too far. 6, 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good work. We're going to plant the hands down, make our way back into extended child's pose. So sitting on your heels, but keeping those arms stretched out. So you're getting this stretch through your back now. I'm going to make our way onto all fours, so adjusting so that your wrists are below your shoulders, knees are below your hips. And we're going to do some cat-cow to start. And then we're going to take the cat for a walk, just to give you the heads up. So breathing in, head and tailbone up, concave the back. And as you breathe out, arch the back, tuck the head and tailbone under. Keep going at the pace of your breath. And bring it back to neutral. So now we're going to take a cat for a walk. So we'll start to the left. So you're just going to walk your hands around. And as we do that, you're kind of facing backwards, but you should feel a really nice stretch all the way down the right side of your body. So go as far as you feel comfortable going. And we're going to very slowly walk back to centre, and we're going to take the cat to walk for a walk on the other side. So going around to the right side, feeling that stretch down the left side of your body. I'm now getting rather close with this plant. And then we're going to walk back to centre. Excellent. And just to continue the work we're doing on the hips, we're going to do hippos. So we're going to start with the left knee, nice big circles. And reverse direction. And back to centre, and then we'll do the other knee. And reverse direction. And back to centre. We're going to cross our feet over and come back onto our bums. We're going to shimmy our way forward and come down onto our back. So we're going to be winding our way down now in the exercise. Can't get my words out. Winding our way down. There we go. I'll just say that. I'll leave it at that. Ready for the relaxation. So we're going to start by bringing the knees into chest, into a releasing pose. So knees to nose, hug nice and tight. Keep your feet next to each other. Try not to cross over. Nice tight hug. And then just resting your head on the mat. We're going to go into happy baby pose. So again, really opening up the hips. So take the knees apart, raise the soles of the feet to the ceiling. And then placing your hands either on the inside or hooking on the rails of the outside edge of your feet. Or maybe you're holding your ankles. Whichever works for you, feel free to adjust. You're opening up the hips here so you can stay still or you can gently rock side to side. Whatever you fancy doing really. Feel free to freestyle at any point. And then releasing the legs, we're going to place them on the floor and extend the legs all the way down, raising the arms above the head, full body stretch here. Nice deep breaths in and out. Just imagine yourself being pulled in completely opposite direction. And then resting the arms by the side. Going to prepare for the final relaxation now. So if you want to get into Shavasana, taking the legs hip or mat width apart, just let the feet rest out to the side. Arms by your side, palms facing up, just let your fingers naturally curl here. Tuck the shoulder blades under, get nice and comfortable, and then just gently close your eyes. And take some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just have awareness of how your breathing has changed since the start of today's class. Maybe you're able to get a deeper breath now. And with every out breath, just relax your body, just consciously relax different parts of your body, so that you're fully sinking into the mat. And for your relaxation, again, choose whatever works for you. So if you find just focusing on your breathing enables you to relax, then do that. If you like to imagine yourself somewhere calm and peaceful, by all means take yourself there. And if your mind wanders at any time, just bring it back to your breathing. And feel free to stay in relaxation for as long as you like. And whenever you're ready, extend the legs, raise the arms above the head, full body stretch. Wake your body up. And rest the arms by your side. And very carefully and slowly roll onto your right side and rest there for a moment. And then whenever you're ready, slowly making your way up into a seated position to finish your practice. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the class. I'd love to hear feedback and look forward to seeing you again next time. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.